Hi guys, this is a simple tutorial on how to create a cinematic cutscene in Unreal Engine. So here's the map that I just loaded. I'm going to post the link in the description. I got it for free. I don't know if it's still free, but it's just like a castle. So now the first thing we have to do is get a camera. My preferred camera is a cinematic camera because you get extra options with it and you can make things look really nice. Like you can change the bloom and the focus and whatever. So now let's just put the camera where you want your cinematic cutscene to start. So let's see, the player starts right there. So I want it to be that when the player just like attempts to exit it gives you like a cool cutscene of the medieval area. So let's just flip that 180 degrees. Perfect. And there we go. So that's going to be our starting area. And the next thing you're going to have to do is click Cinematics over here, add a level sequence, call this whatever you want. I'm going to call mine. So let's just assume that I'm going to be making lots of animations or cinematics. Let's create a new folder called Cine. Let's open it up and call it Exit Castle Cine. And here we are. So now select your camera, hit track, actor to sequencer, add a cinematic camera actor. And now this is the view that you're going to get once you start your cinematic camera. You can click in the top right to switch between that. So now in 00, we need to add a keyframe. Unreal Engine works via keyframes like Blender, which I believe activates enter. Or is it S or I? None? Okay. So let's just hit a keyframe. And this is pretty much just recording the location that it's going to start in. Oh yeah, another thing. We need to go to 30 FPS. Show time as seconds. This is going to be super helpful because right here, now we can see our time in seconds. Let's save it. So now if we were to expand it a bit, there we go. I want my cutscene to be 10 seconds long. So let's just drag everything all the way to the end. Save it. And there we go. So now I'm going to begin to create my cutscene. The next thing I'm going to want to do is select your camera, then move it to the next spot that you want it to be. So I want it to be here. Let's angle it down a bit, like that. That looks good. Oh, I forgot to drag it forward. First, you need to drag it forward to whatever spot. This is the interval between how long it's going to take to get there. So I'm going to make that 1 second. Let's move it forward up here, down a bit. Let's angle it. And perfect. So now let's create a key. So now Unreal Engine will automatically use your keyframes to do that. That's cool. And now let's go to 2. And then let's put it in our next location. Let's move it down here. And let's move it down here. And let's just move it down here. Okay, that looks good. Let's add another keyframe. Let's go to 3. Let's move it forward, sideways, forward, sideways, down. Let's change the angle. Let's make it look up. I want it a bit more down than that. Okay, and now let's create another keyframe. Let's go to 4 seconds. I'm going to just do this all the way up to 10 seconds. And let's move this forward. Let's angle it. I guess that's okay. And then let's add another keyframe. Let's go to 5, and we're halfway through our cinematic cutscene. So now the camera is moved all the way from there, all the way down here. So let's move it more forward. I'm just having it follow the trail. All the way down to here. Now let's turn that a bit. And let's add another keyframe. Perfect. Let's go to 6. I'm going to save my work because just in case it crashes or something, I don't want to lose it. Let's move it more this way. Okay, it's good. Another keyframe. We're at 7 seconds. Let's move it more down. Little bit more. Let's change the angle it. Okay, no. There we go. And now let's add another keyframe. Okay, we're almost there. Let's go to 8 seconds. And let's add another keyframe. So let's just move it down here. Actually, I'll move it back, and then I'll make it move up. Because at the end I want to give it like a bird's eye view. There we go. Oh, I forgot to move the keyframe. Okay, we're at 9. Now let's move it straight up. Straight up. Okay, that's good. Give it a keyframe. And now we're at 10, which seems a bit over. And then, let's just make it rotate. Okay. And now that we have our cutscene, you can't see it yet. So now let's go all the way back here, and we need to add a box trigger. Let's add a box trigger right here. This is the trigger that's going to make your cinematic cutscene activate. Let's make it bigger. So it fills up the entire doorway. Okay, that's good. And now we need to open up the level blueprint. So the first thing we need to do is, where is it? Add actor. Begin overlap trigger box. There we go. No. Cast to third person character and make the other actor the object. I shouldn't have done that. Okay, and now on the next one, let's do play. Where is my... There we go. Um, Open play sequence. Create level sequence player. Add to view port. And let's, oh, we can't make that the return value? Okay, yeah, then we're gonna have a problem. What if we just leave it as it is? Why is this taking so long to save? Okay, and this probably will not work, but let's try it out anyway. Okay, we're walking. We want to exit, and nothing happens. Okay. Okay, give me a second to try to figure this out. Okay, guys, I figured out why it wasn't. I figured out why it wasn't working. It was because you needed a sequence player after the cinematic. So you drag this on the cinematic, and then you get a sequence player, and then you, off this, you drag and click play, and that's your play. And then you add the delay for however long your sequence is. Mine is 10 seconds, so I put 10 seconds. And then destroy actor, which just self-explanatory. It destroys the trigger box, so you don't get stuck in the cinematic scene. So now if I test it, let's play it. And I really want to exit the castle, so I'm just running through. And here's our cinematic cutscene. Okay, and there we go. And now we are free to explore. And that is the end of today's tutorial. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you subscribe and watch some of my other videos. Bye.